All right, here we are, Kindergarten CEO coming live for our Back to School blog here with Arianna Kocabay. I hope I said that right because not only is she a wonderful young lady, but she's actually a superstar, one of the youngest people ever to interview Fergie, Paris Hilton, just to name a few. I don't want to steal too much of her story, but the reason why we're interviewing her today is because with this blog, we want to help all the kids out there, all the parents that are in September having their first day of school. So Arianna is going to share some of her own personal experience of her first best day of school. So Arianna, can you share us, what was your best first day of school? What was one of the things that you remember that made it such a special day?
My first day of school of 6th grade, my teacher, when I walked in, Miss Axelson, she said to sit down, and before she started anything, she told me that she liked my hair, and I was like, oh, thank you, and I felt special,
So she gave you a compliment that she liked your hair?
Yes.
So for those of you out there, compliment people's hair, compliment your kids, make them feel special. For all you teachers out there, you better make your kids feel special right away. And what else did she do to make it really a splendid day?
She made it bubbly, she made jokes, and she made learning fun.
She made learning fun. So for those of you teachers out there, you really want that first day of school to be a memorable experience. You want your students and your kids to feel welcomed, whether it's a compliment, whether it's a few jokes to really break the ice. You want your kids to feel as if they're found a new home. Now, I know we don't want to go there, but what is some of your bad experience of your first day of school?
Some of my worst experience.
And sometimes it's an experiment because you never know what's going to happen out there first day of school.
Well, one time I came into a classroom and my teacher was just like, sit down. And I was, first day of school, it's supposed to be upbeat, you're excited, you have new students, new people to experience with. And just for her to say to sit down was just, boring.
A little inappropriate, right?
Yeah.
So you want your boys and girls to feel as if they're welcome. You don't want to just say, hey, sit down, hurry up, get to work, write that paper. Because we have a young lady who's 12 years old. I know she doesn't look 12 because she's very mature for her age, and she's a star student. But you want your boys and girls to feel as if they can feel very comfortable in your presence. And that goes to the next thing for you parents out there. Just a few key tips for you that are getting your students prepared. You want to dress for success. It is definitely not a fashion show. It's definitely not a nightclub. You want to leave that first impression with your child and with your teacher that first day as something of success. Secondly, you want to be prepared. You want to make sure that your kids have... Is there something that maybe your mom did for you that was very special that you really felt prepared and going to battle that first day of school?
Yes, she actually helped me pick out clothes for the first day, and she made me special. She gave me some tips of what I should do to become the teacher's pet so the teacher may like me.
The teacher's pet?
Yes.
Wow.
You should always be the teacher's pet.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a key.
So there's another hidden tip right there from a superstar, from a star student, from somebody who's very ambitious, very authentic, and somebody who eventually will live with abundance. Arianna says you want to be a teacher's pet because if you're not a teacher's pet, you'll probably get bit by the other teacher's pet. Nobody wants to get bit in the classroom. And what's one final thing that you can really share with the boys and girls out there and some of the parents? What's something that maybe, I know hopefully your mom's not watching, but no, she's actually interviewing, sorry. Hi, Teresa. But is there something that your mom maybe did to make it kind of tough for you that first day of school? Can you remember?
Yes, there's actually 3 things.
There's 3 things, uh-oh.
Yes, they're not actually that bad. It's something a mom always does. First of all, we were kind of late, but it was mostly kind of my fault. Second of all, I know all moms do this, but whenever you have a little something on your face, they would always lick it and be like, come here, let me brush it off. And she would always say, never be bad, just be good, and if I hear anything bad, you're going to get it, grounded. Yeah.
So she might get grounded? So she would wipe stuff off your face. Now this is live TV. As you can see, we have the valet guy himself bringing our keys. You can just put them right there on the table. Thank you. So this is live TV, boys and girls. It's not scripted. So she probably did the thing like my grandma does. She goes, Victor, you have something on your cheek, and she just wiped the spit right on it. It was like that special spit, but that was kind of gross. But so she did that.
Yeah.
What was the second thing she did?
Well, she told me not to be bad and try to stay good in school, because if you do, then you can't go on red carpet, you can't, perform. And, for me, it's like a kid's computer or,
Yeah.
phone.
So there were certain things that she would take away, like a risk-reward type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's one final thing that you think is so important for kids that have never maybe been to school before, and maybe some tips for parents, you being a kid and you having a parent, what's one final thing that you can kind of leave with people to kind of remember?
Be yourself, of course, and try to make a good impression. Be nice to everyone you meet, and I could just say be happy, School. You should be happy to see your friends and meet new people.
So one thing that I really appreciated having Arianna here, and also her mom Teresa, who's allowed us the pleasure to interview her lovely daughter, is just one thing, just kind of getting to know Arianna here the last few hours, is that fresh new experience. It's all about that experience. Nobody really remembers all the names, per se of the teachers, but they do remember the experience with them. So I'm going to leave you with 3 key tips. It's all about your attitude. Have that positive attitude going into that event on that first day of school. Number 2 thing is make it a big deal for your kids. It's not about you, parents. I know me teaching for 11 years, a lot of the parents, it was as if it was their first day of school. So they got the new outfit. They wanted to ask all the questions, but it was more for them and not quite the kids. So remember, it's a big deal for your kids. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
And also, the third thing is confidence and care. You have to walk into that classroom with confidence. Do not be one of these teachers or actually parents that walk into the classroom, where's room 58? Oh my God, Arianna, let's go. And then you grab them around, you toss them around, you don't know what to do. So you have to have that confidence. The night before, maybe call the school, call some of the parents, know exactly where the classroom is, know exactly what classes they're taking, have some pencils, have some paper, have a little snack. And the last thing is care. Okay, this is the most important 4-letter word that you'll ever see, is really care about your kids, care about the new experience with school, and with that, you have your first and best day of school. So with that, thank you so much, Kindergarten CEO, with our superstar Arianna. Much love, much success. Thank you very much.